SRO Magazine, your #1 source for music and entertainment news and interviews. SRO.
Hi, this is Alicia speaking with Anthony Esposito from SRO Mag. How are you today?
I'm awesome, and you?
I'm fabulous. Just waiting for the weather to calm down.
What's that?
I said waiting for the weather to calm down.
Yeah, well, I kind of like, I really love a good summer storm. I like when the wind kicks up and the dark clouds roll in. It's real moody. I like it. I love that.
Me too, unless I'm stuck outside in it.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
My name is Anthony Esposito, and I'm a bass player, and I also lately I've been a producer. I've always produced, but now lately my focus has been more producing bands. And I'm born and raised in New York, and I went brief stint in college in Pennsylvania, and then I moved to Phoenix when I joined this band called Lynch in 1989, and I lived in Phoenix till 1995, and then I moved back to New York. And about 6 years ago, I was married to my second wife, and she got a job on a radio station as a DJ out in Pennsylvania, like between Gettysburg and Harrisburg, and I bought a really cool horse ranch, and I had owned a recording studio in New York for 15 years, where we recorded everybody from Green Day, to the Ramones, to the New York Dolls. And so when I bought my ranch, I moved the studio out to my ranch in a little town called Billsburg, Pennsylvania, which is in between Gettysburg and Harrisburg. And so now I've just been pretty much holding up the horse ranch and having bands come out and stay on the ranch and record and just have fun, you know?
Oh, that's awesome. Did you always want to play bass?
Yeah, well, you know, it's really weird. It's great. Like, I was a product of New York City public school system, and in the 6th grade, you either got a choice between art, drama, or music, and I can't draw a straight line, and I sure as hell can't act, so I picked music, and I always wanted to be a saxophone player, and I had braces at the time, and they were like, no, you have to play a stringed instrument, you can't play a brass or woodwind instrument. So I was really bummed I couldn't play the sax because of my braces. So I was like kind of a boy in 6th grade, last thing he wanted to do was play violin, and had this thing with people with cheese on, you know. So I think the biggest thing was the upright double bass, and that sort of just led me down my path. And 7th grade, I got a bass guitar, and it was all kind of history after that, you know.
Right. It was all over.
So God bless orthodontics. It gave me a career.
Awesome. Got your money's worth. So during your time in the Lynch Mob, like, what was the best lineup in your opinion?
Well, I was in Lynch Mob from 89 to 94, and we did, during that period, we did 2 really great albums. Obviously, the first one was Wicked Sensation, and the second one was the self-titled one. And then I came back into Lynch Mob around 97, 98, did a kind of reunion tour. And then I joined again in 2002, and we did this record where we redid old Dokken songs and old Lynch Mob songs, like tuned down. Like George had a new guitar coming out of PFC. It was like a baritone 7-string. So we tuned everything down and reworked the song, and then I toured a little bit on that. And then, and that was it. That was the last time I was in it, 2002. And there's probably been about 15,000 bass players in the band, you know, before I came back and after I left for the last time. But yeah, I would say Wicked probably one of the records I'm most proud of in my life. I think that was like the 4 right guys in the room with the right producer at the right time. And even though as far as the music business went and the climate and radio and everything, where it was kind of like the tail end of that, I still think it was the right moment for us as four guys in a band to create that record. And that record's a monster. And I'll put that record up against any hard rock metal record pretty much ever made. I think that record, if it had come out, the 88, 87, 88, I think it would have been a different situation. But because it came out in 1991, the whole climate changed. And, I'm sure every metal guy that you interview states that the transition years of music where, suddenly we went from arenas to theaters to clubs, and, it was just, Seattle pretty much crushed metal when it was done.
Oh, yeah. Did you like playing in front of a small crowd or a large crowd?
I always loved small. Like, I really love to pack a place. Like if you're playing an arena or a theater and it's not sold out, you get the same amount of crowd in a smaller place, and you play 3-4 nights in one city in the same venue where it's sold out every night and it's small and sweaty and it's hot. Those are the gigs that I like the best. But you still have to have, you can't compromise PA monitors. Even though you're in a small venue, you have to sort of make the smaller venue pony up.
Right.
And, get the right gear so they can come off right, But I always preferred the crowd right up on you and sort of grabbing your leg when you're playing and sweating with you. And I prefer that. I'd much rather play 5 nights in a club than 1 night in a theater,
Right. I'd rather see a band play at a small club than a big place.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a hassle. You might be not be able to see them more. And if the PA is good, it's going to sound great. But a lot of times, bands play smaller places. They have to because they can't play bigger places. And, then, you're not at the luxury to tell the promoter or the club owner, sorry, the PA is too small or bring in some risers so it's a little bit bigger so the sidelines get better,
Right. So how'd you go about playing with Ace?
With Ace? Oh, my friend Frank Gibson, who's one of my best friends of my whole life, and it kind of sucks now because he passed on. He was a Hell's Angel in New York, and he used to make jewelry, the great jewelry, and I was sober at the time. I was probably 12 years sober. And Frankie just grabbed me, like, you need to meet me, and 18 to meet you. And I was always man. My first concert I ever went to was Six Cigars in 1970. And I went up to the house, and I met him. And I remember we jammed, and his friend, who was a truck driver, was playing drums. And it was me and the truck driver playing drums. I'm like, oh, great. I auditioned my first meeting with Lynch, and I'm getting a truck driver's drummer. It was funny, but it worked out really great. I mean, everything worked out well, and we hit it off. We became really close friends, and really great. It was never a band. It was always Frehley. But it was probably as close, at that point in the beginning, it was probably as close to a band as a solo act could be. Like, we would hang out, we'd ride on Harley, we'd go out. It was fun. It was great. I miss those days. I miss they moved to the West Coast, and I don't see them anymore, and it's not part of my life anymore. So it kind of stinks. I miss him. He was a close friend, and I loved being on his right-hand side playing. It was just really great.
I can't even imagine. I read somewhere you played in a talent show in school that you played Kiss songs and Ramon songs. What was what's it like to actually get to play it?
And there was this really cool guy who also passed away. His name was Kevin McDonald. And he was like the cool shit guitar player that was like always the cool guy, always wearing the right clothes, always playing the right guitar, had the right haircut, always like step ahead of everybody. And I was really a fan with Kevin. And we did a talent show in like the sixth grade. And we worked up 4 songs. 2 of them were his tunes, 2 of them were Ramones tunes. And I remember right before we went on to the talent show, he's like came with like white shirts that are torn up, and leather jackets. Like, wear this, this is what you gotta wear to rock out. And I was like, ah. So we did these songs, and then later on in life, I was in a band called The Remain with Marky Ramone and Dean Ramone, and we played those 2 Ramone songs that I played in my house. And then I got it with Ace, and then I played the 2 Kids songs that I played in that talent show in 6th grade with Ace. So I guess it all came full circle. It's kind of like foreshadowing, like I learned the songs like 10 years too early.
That's crazy. See,
yeah,
everything happens for a reason.
I guess. Sometimes I hope they're for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. It seems lately most things happen for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, true, very true. So you produce now. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer producing or performing?
Well, I think both of me. They both give you satisfaction in different ways. Like, I mean, I really love performing. I love getting on stage and firing up my gigs massive, and I love firing it up, moving air, and making people happy, and having a good time. But there's something to be said. Like, I really love being in the studio with talented musicians and creating something that you're mastering and that's going to live forever.
Right.
And I mean, I really have the luxury of working with really great bands. And when I moved to, like I say, when I bought the ranch in Pennsylvania, I moved the studio from New York to Pennsylvania, and it's only been open about a year. And the first record I did was a band called the Martini Brothers, and they're like a great rock punk band,
Uh-huh.
And we did all these, like, we recorded a record, it's called Under the Covers, and did all these great covers of like 80s rock style, and like it was so much fun. And they were like my guinea pigs. I'm like, look, I just basically cooled off the soldering iron in the studio. They're my guinea pigs. Basically, if I have to wire up stuff, but let's just go. And then, then I went through all these like Monica Walker, who's a talented female artist, kind of like Fiona Apple, Radiohead, and then I'm working with this great band called Everything that's they're just incredible. They're kind of like two voodoo dolls, Nirvana, the singer is so talented, songwriter. And then like just literally when I picked up the phone, I just finished a session with this they're kind of like a metal band, kind of like Tool, like Chevelle, that kind of vibe, and they're high school kids, and they're called Zell, C-L-L, two of the guys in the band are brothers, and that's their last name, and they're like talented high school kids, and I'm like getting an opportunity to like start their careers, and then yesterday I had Patrick in, and we were working on this song that started out as going to be a cover song, and then we were like, this song should be a cover song, let's make it a tantric song, and Hugo is so talented, and oh my god, he comes up with great ideas, and this thing just morphed into this monster song. So it's so great to be in the room, part of that moment, that could create a song that could give an artist, in your career, 15-year career, like, to be around that is like, that's why everybody gets it. It's like that momentary feeling that you're a god, and you have that riff. You're like, oh my god, this is it. Feels so good, this is a great song. And to be part of that with all these other bands, like, but I'm all over the map. I did Monica, who's like a female singer, and I have a country band coming in, Colt Wilbur, who's like this solid country guy. I love producing, but coming in, and then Kansas coming in next week to finish up what we started, yesterday. And they're on the road, so we're basically popping them in where they have days off. They're driving like 500 miles to the track, And it's just like it's an amazing feeling to be around that creative energy, because that's when I'm the most vulnerable. After it's done and it's released, and then it's all about radio and promotion and recording for the record. That creative moment is gone. It's business.
Right.
But to be in the room and share that pure moment of that artist, and like I understand and do everything. So like last night, the studio was beautiful. It was from Kansas, and it's playing with him, and he's going for something. I'm like, holy shit, it's amazing, so talented. And it's just like me and him just like bouncing shit off each other and come out with these great ideas, and that like feeding frenzy, where the crew just get going and just trying to capture it, like make it magic. That's the beauty of music, It's not about, after everything's done, then it's promoting it, But that essence of that moment is pure.
Right. What do you think of today's music compared to before?
What's that?
And so what do you think of like today's version of metal and rock and...
Well, what is today's metal version of it? I mean, there's so many different styles of metal that it's like, I remember metal when I grew up. Like, I'm an old fart, I grew up listening to the Pistols and the Clash, the Cops, like, Jam, and so I grew up on punk rock. But I remember metal as the genre of music that you seriously had to know how to play guitar. You seriously had to know how to sing. Like, you had Halford, you had Bruce Dickinson, you had Jeff Tate, you had all these, like, amazing singers. And it was like, it wasn't the thing that everybody put together a cover band and play the songs at the bar, like, because there weren't guys who could play Van Halen with,
Right.
And that's why he got the deal, because it was like there were guys when like Van Halen 1 came out, they stay in their bedrooms for months trying to fucking learn those riffs. I can't remember the last band that came out that was like that, Like as far as rock or metal, it's like that it was challenging, or a singer like that, like hard to emulate. Like I go to bars out here, and I see bands that are covering stuff on the radio now, like
Yeah. I agree.
Like I mean, I got lucky. I was 21 years old. I joined Lynch was probably one of the greatest guitar players in the world at that time. And like I kind of got spoiled, Like I just took it for granted that everybody plays to the short, but they don't, It's like,
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like I was just like, oh cool, I'll play bass under the guitar solo and George the solo. But like it took me years later to realize, like, holy shit, George, fucking playing bass next to George Lynch. Well, like Ace is the thing, it's different styles, Ace is more 70s blues based rock, where George is like, anger and emotion and ripping, But like Ace is the same way. Like the shit Ace comes up with, I just scratch my head. I'm like, oh my god, that's just brilliant, Like I've been so lucky that I kind of took it for granted, And like you, to be surrounded by people that are so blessed, such a great thing to be. That I'm a lucky guy,
Oh, absolutely. So what do you have coming up? What do we have to look forward to?
For me, I'm actually in a band right now called Sister. And Sister is like, we've been together for 10 years, maybe close, give or take 2 or 3 years here or there. And like, we're like the best of friends. And the other guys in the band, some guys play with Axel, they're in Guns, some guys, I play with Age. It's like, who's on tour, who's not on tour. We average probably about 3 gigs a year.
Uh-huh.
So, like, over 10 years, we played probably 30 gigs. But this is the greatest band, and Eric Toast is incredible. We just got this new guitar player, Rob Daly, who is this amazing guitar player. And he's one of those guys that never was in a situation for him to be in a position for anyone to really know his name. But he was Brian Tischer's roommate at Berkeley, and he's an incredible guitar player. And Eric Stevie and Frank, drummer from Guns N' Roses, who's with Axl now. And we kind of sound like AC/DC, Aerosmith, 1973 era with like put the pop singing lead in that band, And it's just pure, raw, natural, good rock and roll, hard rock. It's good, and I love doing that. We're actually in the middle of tracking a record right now. It comes out incredible, and it's I love being in that band. We're all friends. We all got each other's backs. We all love each other, and we're like brothers,
That's great. What's your album title?
I don't know. It's up to Phil. Phil's just a genius. He's just got this beautifully demented mind that he comes up with stuff that's just brilliant,
That's always good to have.
I let him do his shit.
Exactly. And where can we, what websites can we go to keep up with you? And
well, I'm on Facebook, honestly, and I'm under my real name, and it's really easy. It's not some, girl doing it for me. And then the studio's called Obsenic Arts, and I have Obsenic. It's like Obsenic, like scenic, S-E-E-N-I-C. And it's obsenicarts.com, or I'm on Facebook as well. Obsenic Arts has a page. And it's just, I started a company. I didn't start it. I kind of jumped in on it. A really cool company with Joel Sosa out of New York and Max Wassa out of LA. And it's called Liquid Global, and we're like managing bands and taking new bands, helping them, recording them, producing them, getting deals, and putting them in the right situation. And it's a neat situation. Everything Sleeps, the band that I'm producing that I told you about, they're incredible. The lead singer's name is Chip, and he's just such a gifted songwriter. And they're kind of like Goo Goo Dolls meets Nirvana, and it's just a great. I'm so excited to be working with them and to really help develop them and just bounce ideas off them and make things. We're up to guitars right now. It's been such a great process. We're taking it slow, making sure everything's right. I really just I'm kind of like savoring the process that I don't want it to go too fast because I think we're onto something really building a monster right now with that band. But Everything Sleeps is definitely something that I'm proud of that's coming along,
Oh, absolutely. It'd have to be great to watch something in creation, all kind of pulled out together.
I love that. I don't understand why people even care about what I say, but I must be saying the right things because they kind of listen.
Well, yeah. You never know.
No, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Ace as far as touring this year. I don't know if I'm in the band. I don't know if I'm out of the band. I didn't play on the new record. When he moved to the West Coast, everything sort of changed. And I know he had Chris McCall play bass on a couple of songs, but I didn't play on the record. I had nothing to do with the record. Whereas with Anomaly, I had so much to do with it. And so I don't know if I'm touring with him or not, or if he's even touring. And so all my focus is on right now and Fisher,
That's a great. Well, we'll keep an eye out for you and see what's going on.
Hopefully you won't have to look too hard.
No. We found you now.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
No, I mean, not at all. But I really enjoy taking baby bands. We call them baby bands. Bands that are just starting and just getting their feet under them and trying to sort out what they want to do, what they want to be, what they want to sound like. I really like baby bands like that. And get them in the studio and doing pre-production and working on 4 or 5 songs and helping them maximize their vision maximize what they want out of their song. And I really love it. It's something that I really like. So, like with Zell, with the high school band, like they're really a great band, you know, and it's fun in the beginning, helping them, you know, get on their way. You know?
Right. Did they have a site that people can go to check it out?
I don't know. I'm sure they're on Facebook. You know,
everybody's on Facebook.
Every kid on high school is way more computer savvy than I am, you know. So
right. Oh, me too.
You know. That's the problem when you're working. Like, I'm holed up in the studio for like 12 hours a day. You don't have to, you don't really, you know, then you go to bed, you calm out, you wake up, you have your coffee, cigarette, and then you're back in the studio again. It's kind of like, I don't have time to do all that other stuff, you know, it's like, which is good and bad at the same time.
Right.
So.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Well, Mother Nature helps us out to adapt your power.
Oh, yeah, well, right now it's a little iffy.
Well, I'm sure you'll ride the storm out.
Yeah, might as well. Play some cards or something.
All right, well, thank you so much. I appreciate this.
Oh, thank you. It was wonderful talking to you. And good luck with everything.
I'll email you those photos. If you text me your email address, I'll send you the photos.
Oh, that's great. I would love it.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, you have a great night.
Well, you too, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
For all your rock on the range, music and entertainment news, you know where to go. Go to SRO. That's SROMagInc.com. SRO Magazine, sponsored by Kick-Ass Kate. PhDRadio.com. Roberts Guitar. And TLMusicGroup.com. Audio and video editing by Carson Drive Studio.